Hi and welcome to Aquatic Mic. Today I'm bringing you some footage from Interzoo 2022. Here at first we're at Aquatic. They got a lot of lava rock and flaxy stone roots of different kinds. These bins are, some of them are divided by 2 and some of them are divided by 4, so there's like 4 different kinds of materials within some of these bins. Here you can see a range of what they had at the booth at Interzoo. And here we're at Aqua Atlantis, watching some of their systems to store animals in. Here's the tank compartment. Here's a centerpiece for betta fish. If you'd like the betta fish to be showcased kind of in the middle of the room or something. The betta fish tanks went all the way around. There was at a different booth with some of their Malawi tanks. Here we're at Aquail's booth, some of their aquascaping tanks and also their different pumps and stuff. Another aquascaping tank of theirs, some guppies in. And here we're at a different booth, quite possibly the booth with the most red plants. And at another booth again, some of their terrariums to store different animals in, and also their fish tanks over here with some plant tanks, as you can see here. Kind of a display tank at the end, and then the planted slope and also a sink to wash your utilities in. And here we've got a lot of tanks with different kind of fish in, some rainbow fish and some angelfish and some swordtails, and I think they had Corydoras duplicarius in one of their tanks over there. Might have been some other Corydoras as well. Some red-mouthed tetras and also some rams and different types of fish. It's an open area so the water can flow through the different compartments. You can see by a little sieve there. And then there's an overflow there in the middle that you can see kind of a V shape. The overhanging doors above the tanks you could kind of fold back. And now we're at Diversa with their illuminated backgrounds, one of the companies that had these illuminated backgrounds. There were several. Also Waze and Denele. These illuminated backgrounds were kind of a new thing. Now we're at Ceramic Nature with a team over there showcasing some new products for various people. And here is their booth. They shared a booth with someone else, and this is some of RP Aquatic's products. And to the left of here we've got Ceramic Nature's products and their news. And now we're at another display tank, or several display tanks. And this is from Aquaya. It's a display tank here at the end, and then their planted tanks, or their tank to store plants rather. You could obviously use these for something else as well, if you just want a couple of display tanks as well. And here we've got their aquarium systems. Now we're over at Aqua United, I believe. They shared they shared a booth with a couple of other people and or brands rather. Here we got Dealing and Sick, and I believe there were a couple of other brands there as well. So one of the saltwater tanks Aqua Perfect, reverse osmosis, and a couple of cooling fans. Some more display tanks or aquascaping tanks. I think we're over at Aquail now, yeah. Saltwater display tank. Some nice corals there. And a Malawi display tank. Some firefish in it. Pretty sweet setup. As the Alanocara kinda popping against this rock. Especially the bright orange ones. And over here at the side, most of the techniques kinda hidden as well. More display tanks from Aquail or aquascaping tanks. Some Motocinclus over there. Pretty nice. It's one of their tanks that they were running to show their filtration. Another aquascaping tank of Aquail with a mist machine over there. Some Melanotoenia praecox, I believe. And also some Motocinclus. Heading over to tank where Danellia displayed some of their plants. And also they had a rack over here with all of their in vitro plants. And as you can see, they also had these illuminated backgrounds. Here's one of their aquascaping tanks. Some mosaic gourami and some small Espe rasporas, I believe. Another one of their display tanks, some Corydoras panda in this tank. One of the few tanks with Corydoras in, and also some tetras with illuminated background. More from Denelle. Some cardinal tetras in this tank, also illuminated background. Transparent, what I call PVC piping or whatever for the pumps. Heading over to Tropica and one of their longer tanks. I believe there were Foxinus in this tank, or a European minnow, I believe they're called in English, among other things. Some Motocinclus over there as well. Another of Tropica's display tanks. Some cardinal fish within, or Tanichtis albunobes, or whatever, or however it's pronounced. It's another one of Tropica's display tanks. A lot of pearling going on in here. Now we're heading over to another one of their display tanks. Probably also some Motocinclus and some cardinal fish within that tank. And here we've got Juvel's booth. Now we're heading over to another booth from Aquari Diatore, or I can't pronounce their brand's name, but in Italian aquarium maker. And here are some of their racks with better fish rack in the middle and some of their fresh and saltwater racks to the left and right. And also there was an aquascaping showcase of plants that were pretty nice. They had two different ones, two different set, which you saw one of them at the start. And there we had Sierra's booth there at the start, and here we had Mist Kings as well. Now we're over at Dupla showcasing their products. And now we're over at Casco Pet's booth and their racking systems. And as you can see here, there's a door where all the technique is hidden behind. This is kind of a centerpiece, so you can walk around this entire racking system rather. And that's one of their kind of pond tanks, and also back at the booth of Juvel, some of their aquascaping tanks. Some of their tanks were also controllable by a mobile phone with the lightning and stuff. Most of the brands had some kind of variety of that thing. As you can see, you can steer the lightning by that pad by the left to the left of the tank. Here's another one of their aquascaping tanks with a camera mounted, so you can keep track. And here's some still pictures of Oasis tanks. They had a premium line and a aquascaping line, and well, kind of more economical line. And they had some new skimmers, and they also had their aquascaping tanks were cut with an angle of 45 degrees, where you glued the glass together. First time I saw that. And this was all for this time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a thumbs up and comment and share and subscribe and stuff. See you on the next one. Take care. Bye.